They will need to solve 4 locks in order to get into the box. The first lock we'll look at is this one, and it has multiple characters and knobs. It will actually involve color gels so that when they look at it, certain colors stand out. This one will actually be over here, hanging on the coat rack in a 4-square. So they'll need to find it, and then they'll need to connect it with the gels, which will actually be in different books.
The combination to that lock is F1 or ampersand 4. And so when they look at the sheet of paper through the color gels, they'll have to eliminate duplicate letters. The students have not had a lot of difficulty with that, the ones that have been through it.
And you do have a key for all of these, so you don't have to remember the codes.
It's in a resource folder at the desk.
Okay, the second one is, it's a quiz about arrays, and it will actually open this one.
3-digit.
Yeah, it's a 3-digit one. And they will go through and they will answer, and only the ones with numerics, not Roman numerals, but actual numbers, are the ones, and they'll find the 3 digits and they have to figure out which one goes where.
So they may need help. You could give hints if they get 2 of the digits right, but not the last one. So you can kind of use your own discretion on if they need nudging in one way or another.
This one will be found between the recycling bin and the trash can. The next one is a 4-digit lock. And you will have this piece of paper, which looks like a spreadsheet, and they may work through the spreadsheet, but that's not the point of it. This piece of paper they'll actually find made into an airplane, and it'll be back in a window. And when they look at it, because they'll actually find the flashlight up here by the phone, and when they use the flashlight on it, the two-digit numbers will come up, and that's their code. The last one is actually involves QR codes, and there are 2 important QR codes, though there are 6 throughout the room. There's one underneath here that is I think it's I'm not really sure. It's probably the HTML
It's
code.
a periodic table of
It's a
contents.
periodic table. Behind here, they'll find one. This is the Presidential Medal of Freedom. They'll find one that's underneath here, and it's the HTML codes. They'll find one that's on here. It's on the box, and it's a puppy. And there'll be one, and this is one of the important ones, on the other side of this screen reader. It's the overhead projector. So it's over there. So they'll probably have some trouble finding it. And then the last one, and it's also important, is behind the trash can. You can move it just slightly so you can see behind the trash can. All right, so when they find these 2, what it will connect them is it's a string of digits that are a string of 2-digit numbers, and then the other one is the ASCII table. It will spell out
DB book.
DB book, database book. So in the room, there will be a database book.
The room may have multiple stacks of books
Yeah,
around
it may have multiple stacks of book, and inside of that, when they find it,
This one has to be switched out.
this one, database. So we could actually. When they look through it, and they will have some trouble with this one, but a quick way for you to find it is to actually look at the end, and there's a key. And so the key will be there, and they'll use it for the last lock. So that's the 4 inside the box. Once they get inside the box, there's a small metal box, and there's also a sheet that says, "Welcome to the array game." And they will read through this, and it says to give your resource person the sheet so that they know to start the array game. You, as the resource person, will read in your best game show host voice, this document. And so you'll remind them of the exact same methods that they just had, so they'll go through each one. And then you will tell them how to use the array. So they'll need a deck of cards, which is in the room on a table. And then they will need this large array that's been drawn out for them. They'll dig through the stack of cards, and as you say, add an array. So you'll add the actual suit card. So it's the number 5 of spades. While the suit's not really important, it allows them to dig through it and find the appropriate one. After they go through it, your code will actually come about. You'll peek, and it actually tells you how to do it on the back side. So if you were unsure how to go through it, this will actually allow you to see how it goes through it. Just don't give it to the students so that they can see the answers. Inside the room, they will actually have this same sheet of paper that they were given, and they'll actually have this sheet that reminds them how to do bubble sort. So if they did not know how to do bubble sort, they will then, because they have a nice example.
One thing to remember for those of you who know what a bubble sort is, they're only going to do one pass through the array. If you don't know what a bubble sort is, that's okay, because the instructions lead you only through one pass. So.
All right, we will be around if you have questions.
There are lots of red herrings in the room that they don't need. What we point out in this video are the things that they really do need. For example, on the board is a series of dots and dashes of different colors. They may spend some time looking at that. It really is a pretty little image, but it does nothing for them to unlock the locks.
Let them go through any of the red herrings, but don't let them spend more than 3 or 4 minutes on something. You might encourage them to move forward, but do give them as much time as they want. So if they look like they're onto something, don't discourage them or don't give them too many hints unless they ask for them. And they are allowed 3 hints. All right, see you tomorrow.